Hello, Gary Hernandez here, and welcome to Cane Self-Defense with Master Gary Hernandez. Today we're going to talk about catch and release. Talking about releasing the person when you catch them with your horn. Give me a hand, Mr. Bob. Now, one of the things when you trap somebody with your horn and you're going to do a takedown, that's great, fine and dandy, but you got to be careful of a couple of things. Number one, when you're pulling somebody to the ground, especially if you got somebody heavier and they start to fall, there's the chance that if you can't unhook your cane, you A, will get pulled down to the ground with them, and that could be bad, or B, the cane might pull out of your hands and you lose it on the ground. So I want to be able to unhook that cane, so we're going to go slowly over a couple techniques. I'm going to aim the camera just a little lower. There we go, don't mind my favorite fishing hat. All right, here we go. Spot. Let's just say I already hooked into him. Whatever. Once I have him here, and yeah, I can turn his head in different directions, but we're going to go slow. As I start to turn and pull him down, there's going to be a part or a spot in time here when his body is just going to start to go. As it goes, I'm going to simply unhook it. Now, what I did was, I'm going to show you without throwing Bob down. When you hook a neck, we get a little bit closer to the camera. Once he starts to go and he's going, I'm simply going to push it out a little bit and pull it up. Now, granted, right now I am using one of the Cane Master canes, which has a smaller, the crook area of the horn here. This is what they call the dojo cane, the training cane. So you might have a longer one, and let me grab one longer. So now I have the longer one. Put them together. You can see there's a lot longer there. So I'm going to use the longer one now and show you the same thing. Usually you're using that training one for safety in class. But let's, again, I hook them, somehow I hit them, whatever, I got them hooked. I got him where I want to. As I start to bring him down to the ground, he goes to the ground, and I can unhook him, and then I can strike. So, one more time, up close. Let's get a little bit closer to the camera, sir. Once I start to pull him, and again, nothing about this is power, it's all leverage. You know, I can soften him up, make it where he starts to go easily to the ground. And notice what I'm going to do. I can pull this way, but I can also turn. Very careful when you're turning your cane. One way turns a lot easier, and I shouldn't say easier, one way hurts a lot more than the other, and if you're not careful, you can break someone's neck, especially when you're turning it this way versus turning it that way. Now, as I'm turning and bringing him toward the ground, as he starts to go and I start to feel his body weight, I shift forward with the cane and unhook him. Notice how I'm unhooking him. Just like you're unhooking a fish, boom, right out. Now, he's got a hold of me, and let's say I hook him, I start to turn him, and boom, as I push him back with my own body, he grabs onto me, I hook him, I turn him, and I push him, I'm still gonna unhook. Granted, yes, I'm hoping he simply falls out of that, but I don't want him to turn as I push him away. I don't want him to turn and pull my cane with him. So if I happen to hook him and I go to push him away, I unhook, and I'll show you that one slow. From here, nice grab. As he goes backwards, I'm going to turn and unhook. So I can unhook this way. When I'm pulling him, I push out. Very important. One last time on the turn. As I'm turning him, I'm bringing him to the ground. As he starts to go to the ground, again, you're going to know exactly when that point of weight difference is. You're going to feel it. Don't try to simply go with him. Once he gets to a certain point, unhook it and then let him go. That way, you don't lose your cane. If you're training with somebody and you're using a training cane, you're in the classroom, dojo, anywhere, wherever you're training with. First off, you're working on someone's neck. Please be careful. Make sure you have a nice opened up horn to do this with. Some horns are tight, you may have to really unhook them. But when you're training with somebody, you want to go slow. If they start to fall, let's say they fall faster than you're expecting, don't try, and you don't think you can unhook them, don't try to jerk them your way. You're going to hurt them. You know what? Let go, let them go. Just let go of your cane, let them both go to the ground. It's safer that way than you trying to do that and wrench in their neck. Thank you, Bob. So always remember, very important to unhook them. You want to unhook them. Don't just, simply take a chance. You got a big guy, you're pulling him down, he falls, unhook. As he goes down, just a little bit forward, bring it up, unhook as he's going down, and then you can also strike if necessary. So hopefully that technique helps you there. Remember what I say? Practice, make it your own. And in these videos, if you like what you see, please hit the like button, and if you can, subscribe if you haven't already. Gary Hernandez, thank you very much, and I will see you guys very soon.